Hi, Congregation Beth Am. It's Rabbi Rosenberg with this week's Torah Tidbit. And this week's Torah portion contains the laws of Tzitzit. It tells us that we have to put these special fringes on the corner of our clothing. And it says, literally, tell the Israelite people to make themselves Tzitzit. And then the rabbis go on to interpret both the specifics of how we're supposed to make those tzitzit, but also be clear about what they're for. That we're supposed to look on them, we're told, to be a reminder of the mitzvot, to be a reminder of the things that we can do to connect more closely to our God. But a teacher by the name of Semach Hashem Litzvi notices that the Hebrew, when it says, make yourselves tzitzit, that probably originally meant make for yourselves tzitzit. But the Hebrew literally could easily be read to mean make yourselves into tzitzit. Literally, make yourselves tzitzit, become tzitzit. Now, that probably doesn't mean that we're supposed to turn ourselves into knotted strings. That would be weird. Instead, he says what this means is we are supposed to turn ourselves into something that serves this exact same function as tzitzit. When we look at tzitzit, we're supposed to be reminded of God, of God's commandments, of the ways that we can both follow and connect to divinity. And so our ideal is to turn ourselves into something that, when looked upon, reminds people to think about God, to be closer to God. And also, when we look upon ourselves, it can be a reminder of that same thing. And how do we do that? We do that by living lives of holiness. When we live our lives in ways that represent the best that God can hope from us, when we live our lives in ways that represent the best and highest ambitions of ourselves in a spiritual and moral sense, we are not just living well, we're serving as an example to others, as a model that they can follow, as maybe in our best, and an inspiration to lead holy lives. It's a profoundly beautiful idea to me that our goal is to live our lives in ways that, when looked upon, again by others or by ourselves, it inspires people to holiness. It inspires people to greatness of the spirit and greatness of the soul and of intense moral living. It's hard to do, obviously. There's so many temptations in the world that draw us to pettier moments of our lives, and that's going to happen. But maybe at our best, we can aspire for something even greater. Maybe at our best, we can really aspire to be something which inspires others. And in doing so, we've turned ourselves into holy ritual objects. So I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone is staying safe, and I hope to see you all soon. Take care.